So what we were working on?
Arm down.
Huh?
Arm down.
What arm down?
Might need a wing.
Did you lock the thing?
Yeah.
You locked it?
So you're doing what? What are you doing?
I'm late.
You're late?
My body's moving out of the way late.
You know why, right?
Arms coming down too fast.
Well, also,
I'm also being very mechanical.
yeah. But look,
And no spine tilt.
you don't get your spine tilt till really late.
Well, I can see myself.
So you can somewhere with your first couple steps, you gotta at least start to get it.
You just started shouting things until you said yes.
Huh?
You started shouting things until you said yes.
And that's also why your ball wasn't really. Because if you got to get yourself out of the way late, you're going to have to give up something. Your leverage is what you give up. You take 5 or 4. You take 5 or 4. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Like, if I were you, I would like try to do my best. Probably straight.
I think a little bit of trouble you're having is like when you get going, it's like instead of just kind of letting it drop. And also, as you get here, okay, so we got to make sure you get that gets you out of the way. Because you're concentrating on other things, you were neglecting that. There you go. But sometimes, yeah, you have to work in pieces, though, you know. So, I think. So, the thing of it is, your stance was right where it should be. You just weren't doing that.
One quick thing I'm lunging.
What? You can fix that. But right here, so that crossover step with your hips facing, that gets you out of the way immediately. And then you can just let the ball just swing through. You're lunging forward because your backswing needs to be a touch higher. So with your arm down, you also got to push your shoulder forward. That way you control the height of your swing. There we go. Because I'm watching here. See what I mean? It gets a little bit higher.
That got way high.
I know. That's where you want it to be.
Well, I want
Because
balance.
it's because you're not used to it. It's higher than it normally is. So once you get used to it,
I see dead people.
let me make sure. I gotta check it every once in a while. See what happens is, so now it's up higher, so it allows you to really kind of slide into it. So by the time this foot gets to the floor, it's about shoulder high. That way you won't lunge forward. It's okay.
You can see it on my
See, but you can fix that. We had to get it up higher. Then when you get used to it, you're going to be able to time that slide a little bit better. Because the problem is you're still sliding as the ball is getting there.
I like 12 days.
How'd you feel on that one? Better balance? Okay. That's what I thought.
You'll be able to tell if I have my balance with my backswing.
Yeah.
That's very jerky, but
That's alright. It was alright. The big thing is you also have to watch even when you're swinging the ball this way, you got to make sure it's not angled too much. That's where you get in trouble, or eventually you throw it in the gutter. So even when you're going this way, you still want to go this way and not that way.
this is the same man who called me a reverse hooker. Let's keep that in mind, people.
You actually got off your hand pretty good. How high was your backswing?
It was higher the first shot.
Yeah, but doesn't mean that's where it should be. This is pretty good. It's still, because we want your hand to be above your head. And it almost gets there, so that's fine. The other one was like really high, but that's to be expected. We just want to bring it here so that you have time to get that leg out in front. So when it was really high, you are still sliding in. So the ball, you would have to kind of pull the ball through. For this one, you almost come to a complete stop. And that's why it's easier to keep your balance. So really, that's the optimum height right there. I am not.
You are too. It's 8 o'clock. So you think you get that tabby back? Tabby and back. Oh my God. You got tabby and back at 8 o'clock. Cayla?
We started at 6:30. We started at 6:30.
6:30, 7:30, hour and a half. You did 2 holes.
2.5.
45 minutes each.
Do you know how many more he has after he's done?
I thought Thursdays was the only day he was limited to time.
He's here until 1 o'clock tonight, but I'm not.
Hey, go ahead and make adjustments. She likes to give me a hard time.
Matt is looking at me like,
No, I said 1.
1. That's what time they close, right?
Close at midnight.
What?
Not on Sunday.
Oh. Okay, you got till 12, sucker, you're in trouble.
This sucker. This is when I would say, I'm not going to say it because you will.
Oh, look at it. It's all about Cayla. Don't you worry about things. You're not cheer me? I think up quick. Yeah. Just bold. I'm giving him a hard time. My God.
What is that?
So sensitive.
Okay, on this one, just kind of slightly open your hips up a little bit. So that way, when you take your step in, your hips are pointing that way. Well, your backside is pointing that way. I didn't know how else to say it. I'm sorry. And you put surface on that, right?
Huh?
Did you move? Did you adjust?
No.
Okay. How'd that feel? Yeah. See, with the hips out of the way, it allows you to really create momentum. It acts a little bit freer through the bottom, so you actually can get it, land it.
I can do this 3 more times in a row.
Okay.
You can switch to someone else. Sound good?
And when are we having you again?
Huh?
When are you bowling again?
Third time.
I kind of like that one. You get that little bit left?
No, I actually have my mark.
Okay.
That's why I did the ball before it too.
See, yeah, that's what I was talking about, how it kind of angles that way. So usually when it angles that way, there's something was off. So usually what happens is
I
it
think I just
kind of,
projected it too far.
yeah. Well, there's a reason why, though. Usually, see how the shoulder's rotating, kind of.
Right. I like how you started saying what you're saying the way.
No, it's kind of. So your head's not in the right. What the hell? It's like everything kind of shifts. It's not. Like if you look at this one, look at this
My
one.
sliding's fine. Oh, right. It's the same thing.
No, it's not. It's a little
Or
bit.
maybe just a tad bit slower.
No, there's a little bit different in your spine tilt. See where your head is? Just something looks off to me. Something in my eyes say that I just sometimes can't explain. See where it's a little bit less defined. So what happens is wherever what happens, it's kind of the shoulder gets pushed out a little bit. It's gonna send the ball that way. So just keep your spine tilt as well. See, it's something really small like that. Actually controls it controls your swing plane. It just kind of because you rarely do that anymore. I mean, rarely. Is that yours? Throw that one time. I know you love that bowling ball. Watch your follow through though. Remember how you were talking about. Yeah, I can't imagine why you don't like that ball.
Why do you not like that?
She doesn't like throwing it.
You don't like strike?
She hates throwing that ball. I don't know why.
I'm a little salty about how that left me a stone.
She's salty. She's salty.
That was literally a stone 9.
Well, you're gonna leave them. You're not gonna pick up You're not gonna carry everything. Not 1 or 2 throws.
Huh?
1 or 2 throws. I think you're good. Throw one more with that one. I want to see you strike with that
She
one.
keeps rushing me, doesn't she?
No, she has to. I mean, we got a lot of people here. That's why we want you to have original. That's why you have the original. That's why we're gonna have the. What are we doing on Friday? Okay. Okay. I need one more with that ball. I know.
Yeah, I just got further down the line.
Okay. I need another strike. Give me a strike. Give me a strike and you're done. Whoa! I like it. You see how much that thing hooked? That was awesome. I want to see you throw a strike with that. Like that. Like that. Like that. We'll take a small break because I think you're after Brookie. So don't pace yourself. Okay. You want to call it? You want to call it? Or are you going to try to get it? Ha ha. That's what I wanted to hear. Let the ball roll. That's alright. Looked like you sped up a little bit, but I think that's the only reason you didn't recover. Slide in. Let the ball get there on its own. I think you're good. Yeah, I know. I figured as much. What's that? Yes.